It was the deadliest day in a month of anti-government protests following the removal of former President Pedro Castillo. The bloodshed on Monday took place near the airport in the city of Juliaca, in Peru's southern region of Puno. Police used tear gas and firearms as protesters threw stones and used homemade weapons in running battles. As the number of dead and injured rose, the local hospital was pushed beyond capacity as relatives prayed outside. In a separate incident, the Interior Ministry reported on Tuesday that a police officer was dragged from a car and burned to death by a mob.
In Peru, whenever there are protests, there are always civilian deaths. Our security forces are accustomed to shooting people, but I think that here they have crossed limits that have not been crossed before.
Peru's Prime Minister Alberto Otarola said that nearly 2,000 protesters had tried to take over the airport on Monday.
An organized, systematic attack with vandalism and violent organizations against the rule of law and all the government institutions in Puno.
Otarola defended the response by security forces, but human rights groups have accused Peru's police and army of disproportionate use of force. The deadly response of the state security forces appears to have only escalated the problem. Other conflicts in Latin America have shown that if the only solution is repression, the situation will likely worsen. Protesters are demanding President Dina Boluarte step down, Castillo be released, and early elections be held.
The electoral scenario would serve as an escape valve for Peruvians because we would have to face the electoral political offer and decide. But if the only way for the Peruvian government to do politics is by killing citizens, then this government is unfeasible.
Congress must make a final vote this month to move elections forward by 2 years to 2024. On Monday, Peru barred Bolivia's leftist former president Evo Morales from entering Peru. Morales, who has supported the protests, derided the move, calling it an attempt to distract from human rights violations. Dan Collyns, CGTN, Lima.